Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Addie P's Real Estate Tea, where today I just want to briefly touch upon the eviction moratorium that's coming up to be expired at the end of this month, to be exact, January 31st. But before I get into the video, if you like what you hear in this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos on this channel. And you already know, if you're watching your girl from Instagram, drop her a heart and show her some love. All right. Now, again, just want to briefly touch upon this and to also kind of touch upon some things that our President Joe Biden has put into effect. As a matter of fact, by the time this video airs, which will be Wednesday, the 20th of January, he will be sworn in as our 46th president. So definitely some things that he laid out in his proposal last week that I just wanted to reference here in this video. So I'm sure that you all are going to be busy watching the inauguration, news, whatever it may be. So like I said, I will definitely be brief with this. But like I said, current eviction moratorium that was issued through the CDC ends January 31st this year. So in the next week and a half or so, it will end. Now, obviously, part of Joe Biden's plan is that he has proposed to extend that eviction moratorium yet again to September 30th of this year. So September 30th, 2021. That is what he's proposing. With the things going on with this pandemic, numbers still kind of heightening in certain areas and so forth, this is probably going to be the first of the first on the table as far as this moratorium being extended. The frustrating part of it, though, I'm sure for many, is the whole kicking the can down the road, both on the tenant side and the landlord side as well. Because if a tenant is not paying rent, then this moratorium pretty much protects them. Now, obviously, I've discussed in other videos, and I won't get into anything lengthy here, but there are other ways that landlords are evicting. So please keep that in mind as a tenant. That landlords still can evict. This moratorium is very vague. It just pretty much encompasses non-payment due to the pandemic and so forth. But if you are one who is, bringing animals in and, you're breaching the lease or, you're doing all kinds of other things and thinking that you're protected, that's not the case. Also, some landlords, more so, I'm gonna take it that if it's a problem tenant, they are basically, what they're doing is they're using expiration of lease loopholes. So, hey, your lease is up, sorry, you gotta go. There's really not anything you can do about that. So as a tenant and as a landlord, you want to know your lease, you want to know where you're at as far as that's concerned. But like I said, not to veer too far off on the left with that type of stuff. So like I said, new proposal for the eviction moratorium would be September 30th of this year. Do I think that that's going to happen? More than likely, yes. We definitely need some more time, to get these benefits rolled out in the way of a stimulus. People are steadily getting their stimulus, their 600 stimulus. Also in Biden's proposal, he did discuss raising that stimulus or giving another stimulus, a third stimulus of $1,400. Now, some Democrat politicians are kind of upset with that. Like, hey, wait a minute, you said 2,000, so 2,000 means 2,000, not 1,400 plus the 600 to equal 2,000. So we'll have to see how that all comes out in the wash and what happens. But needless to say, extending this moratorium would be a good thing. That way, also, these rental assistance programs that will give some time for the landlords to get their paperwork together, tenants to get their paperwork together, I know that the very first rental assistance program was very backlogged and so forth. A lot of the agencies that were delegated to kind of oversee it were inundated with paperwork, phone calls, and so forth, and there wasn't a lot of direction in regard to that. So let's hope that as this whole thing goes on, that changes, and that there's more direction and so forth, and that the funds will get to the landlords and the tenants that really need it. Now, this current stimulus that we just got, the rent assistance, also embodied some payments for utilities and so forth. So that's a plus. Now, also in Biden's proposal, he's proposing another additional $30 billion in rental assistance on top of the $25 billion that has been allocated. So that's a total of $55 billion in rental assistance. So like I said, definitely needs to get into the hands of tenants and landlords. So landlords, especially our mom and pop landlords who really, really need this assistance, can get it. Now, some other things, not really related to the rental assistance program that he's proposing is an increase in SNAP benefits or food stamp benefits, and a boost in the child tax credit. And like I mentioned, also that $1,400 additional in stimulus. So we'll see where this all comes out. Let's hope that the money and the much needed funds gets to these renters. Now, what I am trying to hopefully get some more information on and some more direction, which they have not really talked about much, is the forbearance period. Now, currently, forbearance is issued for up to a year for those folks who have mortgages that are federally backed. So, for example, you have an FHA loan, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, then you have up to a year to not pay your mortgage. Now, depending on what you work out with your servicer, whatever the case may be, that payment may be due in bulk at the end of the forbearance period, or there may be new payment terms put into effect. Needless to say, if you did not know about that and now you know about it, make sure you contact your servicer. For those who do not have federally backed mortgages, you still want to contact your mortgage servicer. There may be some other plans that you can put into effect. Case in point, maybe a loan modification, which we can get into that another day, another video. But needless to say, you definitely want to check that out if you are finding that you're struggling with paying your mortgage and so forth, and you don't fall into these federally backed mortgage guidelines here. But we do want to see if they are going to yet again extend the forbearance period. Hopefully they will. Depending on how these job numbers come in and so forth, this could potentially create an issue if they do not extend that as well too. So we will definitely have to wait and see what Biden rolls out. These are just some tidbits of the proposal that he discussed last week. Hopefully things will go as planned. I did link I did post a link in the description box. I don't know why I always get confused about that. But anyway, I did post that in the description box in regard to housing agencies. So if you do have questions about where to go for rent relief or so forth, there is a link down below that you can click on and contact whatever housing agency is in your state and in your county and area to see what steps to take to get a hold of that rental assistance. As I've referenced before in a previous video, that make sure you have all your paperwork lined up and ready to go, because they're going to ask for that. Most of these programs, they want to see that you are affected by the pandemic in the sense that you have lost some income because of it, and therefore this is why you're asking for this assistance. So good luck to everyone. Enjoy your day. And until the next video, until the next video, stay blessed.